What's going on, NPL fans? My name is Frosty, aka the Alpha Like a Rock, and I am here today with our Week 8 NPL battle. Now, last week we took a huge loss, and that definitely does suck for us, as we definitely could have really used. We could have definitely not taken a huge loss. But this week I'm hoping for a big redemption week, as this week means a lot to me because we get to battle our good friend Cap over at Cap and Crump and the Toronto Swablu Jays. He has a very good team that consists of Viginia Volcoronas, Keldeo, Ditto, Porygon 2, Gliscor, Roserade, Rotom, Weavile, Torkoal, and Swellow. Now for his team, I am expecting him to bring Ditto this week, as Ditto could reverse sweep me if it takes my like my Tapu Lele or something like that, or if it goes into my Tapu Lele, it could very easily reverse sweep me. So I had to go with a very different team this week. The big threats on his team are definitely always that Viginia and the Megaladios, but Gliscor is nothing to not write home about, as Weavile also puts in main chunks of work against my Psychic Core. So with that, I'm going to show you guys the team that we brought. And starting with our first mon, which is Viginia or Frostlass. This is Suicide Lead Frostlass, as I felt this was the best thing, as getting a lot of hazards up. He only really has two removal mons, one of them in Torkoal, the other in Megaladios. I don't see him bringing Megaladios just because I can trap it with one of my other mons that I'm here, and I do have ways of getting around it, and I have some mons that can definitely put in clean work to it, and if possible, probably even OHKO it. So I don't know if he'll want to bring that this week, as it is as it doesn't have the best of matchups, especially with my Psychic Core, but he could have brought it. And with this, I'm running Spikes, Taunt, Thunder Wave, and Ice Beam. Now, I know Toxic or Will-O-Wisp would have probably been better, but with Toxic, I would not be able to touch Viginia, and I felt Thunder Wave would be better, as the only mon who is immune to Thunder Wave is that Gliscor, and Gliscor is going to have Poison Heal anyway, so having a Will-O-Wisp would have been nice, but it also requires getting the right switch in. All of this, I felt Thunder Wave was better, as if I am faster than it and he doesn't have Trick Room, the Paralysis will definitely keep me on top speed tier wise. So I felt that Thunder Wave was a better one. Spikes are basically a big hazard, and an Ice Beam to cover should he want to try to set up on, or should he want to set up his rocks on the Gliscor. I have a way of dealing with Gliscor. Why are you on, work offline? I don't care. I don't know why I did that. Showdown's having issues apparently. So with that, we definitely wanted to, I definitely felt this was the best fit for the team. I do know that he has Weavile, that Weavile is faster down. So with that, we'll go to our next mon, which is Whitney. Now this Whitney is my dedicated Weavile switch-in, and it's going to be rocking a Chople Berry this week, as it can eat any ice hit that Weavile wants to throw at it. It can eat knockoffs very easily. Chople Berries for if it decides to run low kick. Like I said, this is pretty much it. Also rocking Thunder Wave, Monk Drink, Stealth Rock, and Body Slam. A good set, full defensive set. So like I said, it's my dedicated Weavile switch-in, as this thing pretty much just walls the crap out of Weaviles. Weavile can't touch it, and especially if he knocks off the berry, he can't really do anything to it unless he's packing low kick, which I don't see why he would, considering I have so many psychic types. I don't see why he really would. So so that's my defensive mon. And then next I am bringing Mixed Tank Mantine, as Mantine helps to wall out who does it wall out? Walls out something on his team. Hold on. Oh, it's to get around. It can get around Torkoal, and it can also get around Gliscor. Oh, Keldeo. It walls Keldeo. That's what it is. Keldeo can't really touch this thing, as Sacred Sword is resisted, and Icy Wind is resisted, and also, or Icy Wind takes small damage, which it wouldn't do anything anyways. And plus, if it has Hydro Pump or Scald, I eat it with not Swift Swim. Why does this have Swift Swim? This is Water Absorb. Sorry, it's supposed to be Water Absorb. Like, for some reason the sets all disappeared before I had a recording of this video, so I had to remake all the sets real quick. But this is actually the right numbers for everything and what it should be. So as you can see, we have our Mantine, so it's got Roost, Defog, Toxic, Scald, as Scald pretty much hits everything good. If I get a burn, it's even better. Leftovers for just recovery, Roost for reliable recovery, Defog to get, the rocks away and get everything in. So next we're bringing Hercules, our Choice Scarf Heracross. Now this is Choice Scarf Guts, as I am expecting maybe a Thunder Wave, possibly something else, so I want to be able to punish toxic or toxic spikes or anything like that, should he bring anything like that, I want to punish that, as he's going to be rocking Close Combat, Mega Horn, Knockoff, and Earthquake. And now I know with this moveset, he pretty much gets walled out by fully physical defensive Gliscor, but I'm hoping to get rid of Gliscor with the next mon that I have. And I actually made this one Adamant because I felt that even with Scarf, I'm going to be faster unless he's scarfed out on something, so I'm still faster under Scarf. So Adamant lets me pack a little bit more of a punch, and since it's not Moxie, I should be able to clean through the team if I get them all weakened down, and that's the point of the spikes and the rocks, is to weaken down the team, so that way I can kill what's needed to be killed after that. So next we're bringing Cynthia Garchomp. Now this is a really cool set, as we're bringing Hidden Power Ice Garchomp. This is pretty much to catch the Gliscor off guard, as this will do a clean 65 to 75%, as it is a 2-hit KO. I'm also rocking Toxic, Dragon Claw, and Earthquake. So it is a mixed set, and it has full speed nature. It has an expert belt, as it will do extra damage. So Dragon Claw is just there to do damage. It's also to hit that Mega Latias should he bring it. Mega Latias is faster, so I do have to be careful with that. But if I do catch it on switch-in, I will do clean work to it, and that is always a good thing. And if I have rocks up, he'll take 6% every time he drops in. Plus, if I have spikes up, he takes 12 for every for everything of spikes that I have. Or I think around that, yeah, maybe it's 6 for every. It's like 8. I think maybe it's 8. I think it's 8% for every layer of spikes, but still, it still does damage, and I definitely want to catch that that Gliscor off guard with the Hidden Power Ices. I should be able to do clean work to it with that. So, and then lastly, I have One Night Stand Arlaluma. This is a Assault Vested version with Pursuit, Knockoff, Brick Break, and Shadow Sneak. As Brick Break pretty much is there for Viginia, it takes neutral damage from it, so it should do some clean work to it. Pursuit is for as I bring up the battle. Okay, guys, so here is the battle. And as you can see, he did bring the Gliscor, he did bring the Weavile, and he also brought the Ditto, which I thought he was going to bring, which is I would have had to get around Ditto, and that would have been the problem. So with that, we'll just go with the battle, and I just load it down to normal. Yeah, and we'll see how it goes. So I know that I want to lead off. Looking at this team, I want to lead off with Mantine, as I felt Mantine was the best thing, as I can scout for stuff. If he brings in the Gliscor, I will have a chance to poison it. Or, sorry, not poison. I will have a chance to burn and also possibly KO it. I'll also be able to scout for protect and all of that. So I lead off with Mantine, and he leads off with Keldeo. Now here at this moment, I realize that when he switches out, that he has no answer for this on his Keldeo. So this is good information to know that Keldeo gets fully walled by my Mantine, and that is very, very good information. So then he switches into BB-8, which is his thing, as I go for the safe Toxic play. Here I just decide to stay in Scold, just kind of scout what he's got, 15%. With that, I'm uncertain if it was AV. I know he doesn't do very much, but I don't snag a burn. So here I just decide I'm gonna get out, as I'm gonna get into Muck, as Muck is the one who can eat this, as he goes for the Volt Switch. As you can see, it doesn't do too much damage, as he goes into his answer, which is in Gliscor, which now gets the poison heal. So now Gliscor has poisoned. He will heal 12.5% every turn at the end of every turn. So this now becomes a huge problem, as this Gliscor could potentially wall my entire team. So with that, I decide to switch out, as I decide to switch back into Mantine to see if he sells some Stealth Rocks, but he goes for the poison. Smart move on his part to poison, predicting me to switch into Mantine or something. So here I just go for the Roost, Roost is what I need to do. So I'm going to be taking some damage. I am kind of almost expecting this, but I decide to stay in and get some skull damage off, as I'm expecting the Thunderbolt to kill me. But he actually goes for the Floor Cannon, and we live it. And we actually happen to live the poison too, which is nice. So we definitely weakened that thing. As I go for another Roost, he goes, I think he goes for a Volt Switch here, but so here I just decide I'm going to switch out. Like I said, my dedicated switch is my Whitney. And so I switch into Whitney, as he goes for the knockoff, knocks off my Chople Berry, which I'm fine. So I decide I'm going to go for Thunder Wave, as Thunder Wave is the best thing I can do here. And I actually nail it, and I get the Ditto. So that's a very good thing for us to know, that we get the Ditto out. We get the Ditto paralyzed, which means now it's not, even though it's Scarf Ditto, it doesn't do anything, which is very good for us in the long run. So here I just decided to go for Stealth Rocks. It's the best play, as he uses that Scarf to scarf himself into Stealth Rocks. He then switches out, as I just go for a Body Slam. It's the safest play, and it does minimal no damage, which that damage shows me that it is fully physically defensive. So I'm like, great. It's fully physically defensive with Toxic Heal, but that also shows me that he has almost no investments in special defense, which means the Hidden Power Ice on my Garchomp should do quite a bit. So at this point, I know I can't really do anything to it, so I switch out. I Milk Drink this turn just to get back up, just to kind of scout as he goes for another Toxic. So it's fine play by him. So here I decide I'm going to switch out. I think he goes for an Earthquake. No, I sack my Mantine off to get a clean switch into Garchomp as he does reveal the Earthquake. As I think I get in. Oh no, I go into Frostlass to scare it out because I know it doesn't want to stay. So here I know my Sash is broken, so I'm just going to set up a layer of spikes. Which is what I want. I want to start getting some spikes up so that way I can start weakening this team. I decided to go for Thunder Wave to get Duck Dodgers paralyzed, and then he goes for Discharge and he doesn't actually get anything. He doesn't get the para. Here I just decided to set up another layer of spikes. As you can see, the damage on it now is doing a lot of damage to things on switch in. Here I can't stay in, so I decided I'm going to switch out, and I'm going to switch back into my check into this, which is Whitney every time, as he goes for another knockoff. As you see, it's 21 plus 6%. So here I just decided to go for Milk Drink and let him come back in on the count, as count will be back up at full health, and so will I. And after toxic damage, we're pretty much kind of at a stalemate here. So I decided I'm going to switch out. I'm going to switch into Garchomp as I want to catch this thing with Hidden Power Ice. At this point, I believe he does not expect me to have it, as he expects me to probably be some sort of really good physical variant, as he does go for the Earthquake, which was a really good thing on his part, as I reveal Hidden Power Ice and do a clean 74%. Now, that damage was kind of shmeh, as I was a very high roll, but it definitely does, I definitely know that it does catch him off guard because he knows he will not survive another one. So, as it is, I'm pretty sure I've caught him pretty off guard, but he's also got me pretty low here. So here I just decided to go for another save, Hidden Power Ice, and he has the Protect, so he is using the Protect Roost Toxic Earthquake set, as he has revealed the entire set to me now. Now that Protect I know is going to be a little bit of a pain, so he gets out, he goes into Brony, as he knows Brony is faster. Here I could have probably predicted that and gone for the Earthquake, but if he had stayed in and gone for the Earthquake, I would have missed the chance to kill it, so I had to go with the safe play, which was going for that. So here I know I can switch in. I want to switch in, and so I just decide I'm going to switch in Muck, as Muck can switch on anything, and he reveals Substitute, so he is leftover subset, which is kind of scary. But he goes for the Hydro Pump as he sees I eat it, and then I go for the knockoff. So fearing a Poison Jab, he doesn't want to take a Poison Jab here, because if he gets poisoned, he takes a lot of damage from it, so he decides to switch out, and he switches into the count, as I go for a knockoff here. Or no, I go for a Brick Break, as that was the most thing, as I thought maybe he might bring in that Viginia. So here I decide I'm going to switch out, as I can't take an Earthquake, and I go into Miltank, as Miltank can eat it. But as he goes for the Roost, which is a smart play on his part to get his HP back up, I can't touch this thing. He knows I can't touch it on Whitney. So here I just decided I'm going to get myself at full, kind of eat, see what I can get here. So I can't really do anything with Miltank, and I think here I decided to switch out, and I switch into Muck just to kind of sack it off to get a clean switch back into either Frostlass. I think it's Frostlass is who I get back into here. Yeah, I go into Frostlass, as I know this will scare it out. I know he'll go into something that can eat it, as he does go into BB-8, and BB-8 takes a lot of damage on the entry, as I go for the Ice Beam. Now here, I pretty much have to go for it. I go for a Thunder Wave, I stay in, because I can't, I know it's gonna win, but if I can at least get the pair off, I still stand a good chance of getting this off. So I bring in Cynthia, because he knows he fears the Earthquake. So he brings in Duck Dodgers, as I do actually just go for the Earthquake, because it is the most common thing. I think he was thinking I was going to go for an attacking move that actually does physical contact, which was a good play on his part, but I don't. And I go for the Earthquake, and I'm able to take out Duck Dodgers with Garchomp here, as he gets the clean switch into the count. He knows, I know at this range that he will not die, and he will take me out. So I could switch out here, but there's no point, as I cannot do enough damage to outdo the heal that he is getting. So I just decided Hidden Power to get him low. He does 66%. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more, as he takes the Earthquake. At this point, he is 5-2 up on us, and he has got the advantages. Now he has the one Mon that walls the rest of my team. So here I just decide I'm going to go for, I think it was Close Combat, as Close Combat does do damage and could 2-hit KO, but he does protect and he does get the heal off. So there is nothing I can do. As I do go for it, I do 21%. At the range it was at, I would have 2-hit KO'd it, but he just roosts as he knows this thing walls my entire team. And this is pretty much it for the end of this is pretty much it for the battle. As I get for like the next, I think like 6-7 turns, we pretty much just get walled out by this Gliscor, and there's nothing I can really do about it. My 2 checks do it in Weiss and Garchomp are gone, as he does bring in the Keldeo. As I did Milk Drink here, if I had gone for Body Slam, I probably could have taken out this Keldeo, or at least paralyzed it and then got me in a position where I could have taken it out, but there's nothing I could do. He does go for the Hydro Pump, he nails it, takes out my thing, and I go back into Heracross. I was kind of hoping for, you know, a burn, some sort of toxic, but he didn't know if I was Guts or not. So he didn't want to go for the toxics, but he just goes for the safe plays and goes for the earthquakes, as he knows he has this game pretty much in the bag. It would take, you know, 3 massive crits to kill him, and here he just goes for the kill. And this is pretty much it. 41 turns, and we lose another 5-0. It sucks because if I could have gotten rid of this, everything was at the point I would have killed it. I would have killed everything. I don't know if the Weavile was scarfed, but the Ditto was, and I would have killed BB-8 at the range it was at. I would have killed Ditto from where it was at. I would have killed pretty much the entire team. But it just came down to what it came down to, and it sucks that I wasn't able to pick up a win this week. So we take another big massive 5-0 loss, which puts us at a 4-4 record and a -3 differential. There's been some stuff going on with the league in our divisions. I know a couple of people have dropped, so that might actually help our chances, provided that we pick up a win or 2 in these last 2 weeks. I really need to pick up wins in these last 2 weeks to help the differential page to get me into the playoffs. It is possible, but it is going to take a lot of what is it? It's gonna take a lot. It sucks that I got walled out by this thing so badly. If I had my Psychic Core, I probably could have gotten it, but I might have gotten reverse swept by the Ditto, which I did not want. Which would have sucked, and I definitely didn't want that. So first week I didn't bring Lele or Alakazam. I don't think it was bad prep on this one. I just think I got walled. I got walled by the one Mon I knew was going to be the problem, and I should have prepped another Mon in preparation for it. I had 3 Mons that could have done it, which was Mantine, Weiss, and Garchomp. If I had known he wasn't going to bring the Latias, I probably would have brought Lele, maybe Specs Lele, as Specs Lele would have just absolutely hit this thing like a truck. I could have put in work with Moonblast, and I could have done all that stuff and then swapped it out on Viginia until Viginia was low enough after switch-ins for everything. And if I had brought Shadow Ball instead of Ice Beam, I wouldn't have been able to touch half the stuff. So, or I wouldn't have been able to touch Duck Dodgers, which is his P2. But you know, hindsight's 20/20. So we're definitely gonna have to work our butt off to get to these playoffs, and that's what I want to do. But Cap takes another 5-0 victory. He's doing very well in the league. So I wish him the best of luck for the remainder of the season, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please like, comment, subscribe as always, and I will see you next week when we go back. And in the last 2 weeks, we actually go back and we face the Brussels Bellsprouts again, and we also face the Tennessee Trevenants. I don't know what's going on with the Tennessee Trevenants. They haven't updated their page in a while, as I don't know if they're still in the league or not. They're still one of those iffy situations. I do know the Brussels Bellsprouts are very close and could possibly make playoffs as well, so we definitely need to get a win there, and we need to definitely play at our best on that. So like I said, if you guys enjoyed, please show that like button, hit that like button, hit that thumbs up button for me. All right, I'll see you in our battle next week as we take on the Brussels Bellsprouts again. So have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you guys later. All right.